As a police force, we are concerned about crime, not just violence, but crime wherever they are committed. As we embark on our crime reduction strategy as a force, we are not just concerned about violent crimes. There are many crimes that continue to impact the violent crime by providing support in terms of financing some of the activities. And so today we are here to speak of a specific investigation that was done by the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime. The matter commenced from over a year now, maybe about a year, and it culminated into significant arrest. So on May 16, 2022, Seprod group of companies reported an alleged case of fraud at the Fitz Commodity Limited Van Sales Department. A team of investigators were assembled from the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch to lead the probe into the matter. The investigation incorporated a linked approach involving internal and external stakeholders to include the Fraud Squad, which is a unit within the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Branch, the National Strategic Anti-Gang Unit, again, it's reside in CTOC, and the Financial Investigation Division, FID. Consultation was also made with the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution during the period of this investigation. The investigation uncovered that between October 2021 and May 2022, a total of $1,159,860,109 were stolen from the company, that is Seprod group of company. The investigation discovered that 2 IT employees manipulated the computer system to facilitate 24 other employees, and those are route sales driver and assistants, who participated in the fraud by collecting goods from Seprod group of company warehouse on behalf of Van Sales Department, and subsequently sold the goods and kept the proceeds. This occurred on several occasions over the period of October 2021 and May 2022. Between April 12 and today, that is April 13, 2023, members of CTOC conducted special operations across Clarendon, St. Catherine, and the corporate area, where 17 suspects involved in the fraud were arrested and placed in custody. 14 of these suspects have been charged so far. They are Alton Roosevelt Sutherland, he is 52 years old and a sales rep. Rayan Omar McLean, he is 35 years old and he's a truck driver. Philip Jerome Binns, 31 years old, he's a sales system administrator. Leighton Ibert, 42 years old, he's a truck driver. Rolanda Brevet, 46 years old, he's a truck driver. Kamini Roberts Campbell, 33 years old, sales assistant. O'Shane Shedwin Grant, 27 years old, truck driver. Sean Day Jermaine Watt, 26 years old, sales assistant. Oral O'Neill Fraser, 42 years old, truck driver. Giovanni O'Dane Johnson, 30 years old, sales assistant. Dwight Ailes, 36 years old, sales executive. Sean Connery Sr., 52 years old, truck driver. Maishan Richards, 34 years old, sales representative. Jason Grant, 41 years old, sales system administrator. Neville Whitaker, Jr., 40 years old. He's also a sales assistant. Kirk Ricketts, 42 years old, truck driver. Kenor Tennant, 31 years old, sales assistants. They have been charged with embezzlement under the Larceny Act, conspiracy to defraud at common law, access with intent to commit or facilitate the commission of offenses under the Cybercrime Act, engages in a transaction that involves criminal property, that is under the Proceed of Crime Act, and conspiracy to engage in a transaction involving criminal property. The 14 that have been charged will appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Monday, May 22nd, 2023. We are using this medium to ask the following person to submit themselves to the police at the soonest possible time. They can do so on their own or in the company of their legal representative. And these persons are Mr. Glendon Mitchell. He's a 4 Panside Drive, 8 Mile Bull Bay, St. Andrew. Mr. Adrian Nelson. The last address for him is 40 Mercury Close, Kitson Town, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Mr. Renard Bent. Last known address, Ponciana Grove, that's 1 Ponciana Grove, Kingston 19. Mr. Carlington Reed. Last known address, lot 555, 7 East, Greater Portmore, St. Catherine. Mr. Maynard Anderson. He is of West Avenue, Central Village, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Mr. Ramon Bailey. His last known address is 714 Tercel Way, Waterford, St. Catherine. Mr. Andre Green. Last known address, lot 127 Leslie Close, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Mr. Patrick Was, and his address is 186 Brunswick Avenue, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And finally, Dwight Campbell, 16 to 18 Vereen Avenue, Kingston 10. These persons need to turn themselves into the police for questioning in relation to this matter. Again, just want to say that as a police force, we are concerned about crime, not just violence, but crime wherever they are committed. And this is a manifestation of the hard work of the men and women at the CTOC. And for those of us who understand the fraud investigation are very complex and time-consuming, one that requires an eye for keen for details.